Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day and amazing week. My name is Effy and today we're gonna once again attempt the whole project panning thing. I've done this pretty much every year for the past 2-3 years and it's not gone well. So we're gonna give it another go. I'm going to be doing a full face of products that I want to try and get as much use out of as possible over the next 3 months. I'm not setting myself a challenge of hitting pan on everything or blah 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 blah, just want to get as much use as possible. Because if you haven't watched my videos before and you haven't seen my previous attempts at project panning, I'm not very good at it. I have a lot of makeup, as you can see behind me, and I like to mix up what I use quite a lot. So that sort of leads to me never really finishing a lot up. I will say I do think I finished up a decent amount of products last year, just through like using them, obviously. But yeah, so I'm going to do a full face. We're going to try and get as much use out of them as possible for 3 months, and then in 3 months time we'll switch it out, and then another 3 months we'll switch it out, and then another 3 months we'll switch it out. But there we go. If that sounds interesting to you, please do just keep on watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up 2 videos a week and it's always makeup related, so if that sounds like your type of thing, then this is the place for you. But other than that, let's get on with it. So we're going to start with eye primer, and I've got the Collection Lasting Perfection Stretch Concealer and Eyeshadow Primer in shade 2 Porcelain. I love this and I use it all the time, and the reason I've chosen to do it for this project, I don't know how well you can see, but there is not a lot of product left in there. You can't really see the bottom, but that is the bottom there. That is the bottom. It's just got a very thin layer of product on it. Annoyingly, Collection have discontinued this product and I love this product. I've had it for quite a few years. I use it pretty much every day. That's why I'm putting it in here, because I'm just going to keep using it every day. But they've discontinued it. Which is super annoying, but let's pop it on. Such a good product. I'm gonna have to try and find something similar to it, but Collection, bring it back. For eyeshadow palette, I've chosen the Charlie Betty Beauty The Earth palette. I know I've had this for years, and it's a bit of a rogue choice for this because I don't reach for it very often. But the colour story is perfect for me. I love greens, I love browns. Perfect for work. I can wear this most work days, to be honest. The shimmers are really nice. I do really like this palette. It was actually sent to me years ago in PR by the brand Charlie Betty Beauty, which I will forever appreciate, because I think this is like the first product I ever received that was sent to me for free from a brand. So it does have a very special place in my heart. I love it to absolute bits. But I've had it for so long, I don't reach for it that often, and I would like to. I do really like the palette. Every time I use it, I'm happy, I'm enjoying using it. I just need to use it more. I feel like I genuinely forgot how well this palette works. That was so easy to do. I'm actually excited to start using this for work a bit more now, because that was so quick, so easy. I've got a nice pop of green on the lid. I just went in with Virgo all over my lid to set it, grain through the crease, foundations on the outer corner and like through the crease to darken it, Bedrock all over my lid, and a little bit of Capricorn just on top of that shade, just because Capricorn is much more of like a topper shade. It doesn't have much of a base to it. Even though it looks pink in the pan, it doesn't come off pink. If I just swatch up my finger, you can kind of see it's just like a toppery shade. Doesn't actually do much, but it adds a bit of extra sparkle. I'm so excited to use this for work. I think most of the colours that I wear, because I like to match my eyeshadow to my outfit, most of the colours I wear will fit into this palette somehow. So yes, very happy about that. For primer, I've chosen this one by Relove by Revolution. It's the H2O Hydrate Primer. I have 3 of the Relove by Revolution primers. I just picked a random one. Primers are not something I really care about mixing up loads. I just pick one and go with it. But that doesn't help me get through them. I actually need to start working through them, so we're going to work through this one first. For foundation, I've chosen the XXRevolution Fauxxdation, I think this is called, in the shade FX2. I've had this for a while, it needs using up. It's pretty full coverage, so I want to use this up during winter months as opposed to summer months where I might want a little bit of lighter coverage. So yeah, this is the one that we're using up first. I didn't record quite a lot of that. So, let me just quickly run through. Basically, I stopped recording to charge my battery up for a little bit because we all know the flashing light stresses me out. What I didn't do was press record again when I put it back in my camera. So, clearly I'm at a bit of a different stage in my makeup, but I will just quickly run through. I think I've showed you the foundation. We've got the XXRevolution foundation in the shade CFX2. It does have a good level of coverage. It is maybe a little bit too pink for me, but I'm hoping with the other products it will work out and it'll sort of not be too obvious. Then for concealer, I went for the matching concealer because this one is nearly finished. I feel like you can kind of see, like that's see-through because the product's not there. Like if I use it, I have to sort of scrape around the sides a little bit. I cannot remember what this concealer is called because they don't put the names on the packaging, but it's in the shade CX1. It is a really good shade for covering up spots for me. You can kind of see like this is partially because of the foundation, partially because of the concealer. It's not the best concealer for me to go under my eyes. It's a little bit too heavy. It's not overly thick, but it's just a little bit too heavy and not quite bright enough for what I would like. But it does have a good level of coverage, so I do appreciate it for that. And like I said, it's nearly finished anyway. I just want to get it used up. It is a good concealer. I will miss it out of my collection, but needs to be used up. Cream blush. Made by Mitchell Blursh in the shade Teach and Peach. I love this product. It's one of my favourite go-to Made by Mitchell shades. However, the reason I've chosen this one is because I have the balm version that I got recently, or I got last year, at the end of last year, in a mystery box. And I'm going to test that soon. So they're the same shade. So if I use this one up, I still have the shade, just in a different formula. Also, I know I can repurchase this if I need to, if I want to, if I can't live without it when it's gone, I can repurchase it. But also, I have maybe like 4 or 5 shades that are very similar to this one that hopefully I can work my way through, and then I only have to repurchase one of them instead of having 4 versions of the same thing. This is also a very wearable, work appropriate shade for me. It's got that peachy, apricot-y tone to it. It looks quite natural on my skin. Obviously I wouldn't blush peach, but you get the idea. I do really like it, it's really good. I will be sad to see it go out of my collection, but like I said, I do have the balm version and I do have very similar shades in that formula as well. Bronzer, which I just applied, cream bronzer, is the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun Cream in Light. I do actually really like this product. It's warm, but you can go in with a light hand, and then hopefully with the warmth of that, it will help warm up the sort of slightly too pink foundation as well. You can build it up, but I think that obviously during these winter months I just need something that I can go in with a light hand, but also I do want something to add just a touch of warmth. I do really like this. It's a really good product. Part of me wants to test their contour product that comes in like a bottle shape, so maybe if I use this up I can sort of validate that purchase. Not that that's the point of using up products, but yeah, I just like this one and I think I will get a decent amount of use out of it, so maybe I can hit pan. I don't know how much product is actually in here. I know I can read it off the back, but that's not actually useful information to me because I don't know how deep the pan is. But yeah, we'll do what we can and see how far we get. Sorry about that, I truly do apologise. It's just not my day. I got back from, me and my boyfriend went away for the weekend and I got back and started filming and I feel like my brain wasn't ready for it. Powder. This is the Rimmel Super Stay Matte Press Powder. Stay Matte Press Powder. I have pan in it. I just want to get it used up. I want it out of my collection. I do really like this powder and I feel like at some point in the future I will probably repurchase it because it is a really good powder. But I've had this for literally years and I probably shouldn't be putting it on my face. Nobody needs to comment, I already know. But yeah, I just want to get this used up, get rid of it, and then if I want it again, I'll buy a new one. The worst part is that while I was not recording myself, I was looking at the screen like, why does that look weird? Why does it look weird? And I couldn't figure it out. It looks weird because it wasn't recording. And I'm used to seeing it with a recording. Oh well. It is what it is, it happens. Blush. Now for blush, I've chosen the Relove by Revolution Duo Blush and Highlighter Blush in the shade Sweet. There we go. The reason why I've chosen this blush, and it is purely just for an easy win, I think I can already see the palette, the pan. Not obviously I can't see the actual pan, but I can see like the ridges of it. So I'm hoping that means that I'm actually quite close to hitting pan already. But also, I do just really like this blush. I wear it fairly often anyway. I might as well just chuck it in here and try and use it almost every day. Yeah, really good shade for work. Absolutely love it. Super cheap. Again, if I want it, I can buy it again. It's not a big deal. I will try and use the highlighter, but I've also got another highlighter that I'm trying to use, and this just isn't my favourite. I think it's fine. I'm just not going to use it really. Maybe occasionally, probably not. Also, this shade isn't too pigmented, so I feel like I can go in with a bit of a heavier hand and get a bit more use out of it without looking crazy for my work day. Oh, I love it. This sort of shade just gets me. If you've watched my attempts at project panning before, you're going to recognise this bronzer. This is the Primark Luminous Sheer Glow and Finishing Powder in 312 Medium. There's no pan in this bronzer, and if you haven't seen it before on my channel, essentially I tried to pan this once before and it didn't happen. A couple of years ago now, so this is incredibly old. Again, another product, I just want to get it out, and I feel like once I've hit pan on it, I'll be satisfied that I can get rid of it. This is a really, really good bronzer. It is one of my favourites. Like I said, I just got back from a weekend away. I took this with me without it even being part of the project pan yet, but yeah, I do love her. She's a good bronzer. There is a very heavy dent in it. Don't even know if you can really see it. I feel like, yeah, you can kind of see it just there. There is quite a heavy dent in it. Hopefully it won't take much and I can hit pan. For highlight, I've chosen the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlit Pearls, I think this is called. Moonlight Pearls. I'm never going to hit pan on any highlighter other than the ones I've already hit pan on, which is the ones in the Soph palette. So I just picked a random one that I thought I could use every day and it wouldn't really bother me that much. And this is quite a nice everyday highlighter. It's got a nice level of glow. It's nothing too blinding. It'll do for work. I don't know what it is. I'm just not that excited about highlighter anymore. I used to be such a highlighter person, but not anymore. So hopefully I can just get some use out of this. I'm probably not going to hit pan because it is domed. It's a baked highlighter. They generally tend to sometimes have a dome on them. So if I can just make a decent dent, I'll be happy. I'm just going to quickly chuck some shades under my eyes. You don't need to see it. It's going to be boring. Eyeshadow is now done. Let's move on to mascara. The Beauty Crop Avocado Mascara. I like this. This was one of my favourites for a very long time. I just don't reach for it anymore. And I just think I should get it used up. It's a really nice mascara. I like it. I do also have a new one from the Beauty Crop to test, which is basically this but in the shade Blacker Than Black. There we go, she's on there. I just find this gives such length and definition to my lashes, which I do prefer over like volume or anything like that. I like it to look like I have really long, plentiful lashes, which I don't. But any mascara that can get me close is a win for me. Brow products. They are both Benefit brow products and they are both very old, and I know that because these were sent to me a very, very long time ago and I've never worked through them. So let's start with that today. For pencil, we've got the Goof Proof Brow Pencil in shade 3, and the reason I know this is old is because I don't even go for the shade 3 anymore. I go for 3.5. But I think this is very nearly done. Maybe not. Maybe there's quite a lot left in here, but hopefully we can get it used up. And then for brow gel, I've gone for the 24-hour brow setter because this might be even older because this might have been given to me by a friend. But this is just a clear brow gel. I'm not a massive clear brow gel person. I prefer tinted brow gels. So I think my goal for this year should be to use up and get rid of most of my clear brow gels because they're not useful to me. I used to be so obsessed with Benefit brow products, and I still kind of am. I still think they're very good. I just have so many other brow products that are A, cheaper, and B, just work better for me. And then onto the brow gel. Like I said, I just don't really vibe with clear brow gels. I just feel like I need the extra oomph of a tinted brow gel. But this will be fine, especially as the pencil does have a decent amount of pigment to it. Lip products. Lip liner, we have the MUA Intense Colour Lip Liner in the shade Sincere. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I love this lip liner. It is my favourite lip liner, hence why it is this big. The MUA lip liners are usually like this big. Like, I've used a decent amount of this product. I've bought a new one. And that's why this is in here. Because this baby is so nearly done, and I just want to get her used up. Because this is old packaging. They've updated the packaging now. I know I'll get the use out of it, so I might as well just use it up and start on the new one. These are just generally some of the best lip liners you can get, and what's even better is they're like £2.25, £2.50, something like that. Super cheap. For lipstick, again, if you've seen me project pan before, you will recognise this lipstick. This is the XXRevolution lipstick in the shade Syrup. I have had her in project pans before. She is so nearly done. She still smells nice. Kind of. She wants to be done. She wants to be done. I really do like the shade. It's a really good shade for me. It's sort of, it's kind of a neutrally brown, maybe ever so slightly warm, like a touch warm, but generally on the whole a really good shade for me. She's got like a satiny, creamy finish, which is quite nice. I do also have a lip balm in here that I won't put on today, but I will show you. I really like this lipstick, but my god, do I want to finish it up and get it out of my collection. It does feel nice on the lips, it does. It's almost got like a balmy finish to it, which means it does slip and slide a bit throughout the day. It doesn't last all day long, which is fine, because it means I can reapply her 2 or 3 times a day and hopefully get bloody use out of her. I don't know how I haven't finished this lipstick already, but look how close it is. I don't have any other lipstick like this. She needs to be done. She needs it. I need it. And then finally, lip balm. I was going to put a lip gloss in here, but I actually thought I'll use this instead. I think I've had this in a project pan before. This is the NARS Afterglow lip balm in the shade that I'm not pronouncing here on the internet. It begins with an O. It's a lovely pink shade. I'm going to pop it on my hand. And the reason why I've put this in here is because A, winter months, and I might need a lip balm, but also B, my lip that I've chosen is more brown. If I want a day where I have more of a pink lip, I can use this either just with the lip liner or on top of a lipstick, whatever, and try and get a bit more use out of this. That is how much is left. That is the end, like there's the little white bit. Hopefully I can get this used up. I will say, these lip balms actually aren't my favourite. I had some minis. Actually, do I still have them? Can I see them? Yeah, I've got 2 minis up there. And I'm going to end up giving them to a friend just because I don't actually like this formula. I don't think it's that hydrating. I'd rather use an actual hydrating lip balm that has a bit of a pink tint. And a little bit of, it has shimmer in it, I guess, a little bit. So, yeah, I'd just rather do that. But this is in here as well. But obviously I'm not putting it on top of this lipstick. But there we go. That is a full face of makeup I would like to try and use up over the next 3 months. I actually quite like this. This is a very wearable look for me. I know that it's got green on the eyes and a lot of people won't like that. But I could wear this to work and I'll probably just get compliments more than anything else. But I do really like it. I'm very excited for this, although I know I'm not the best at project panning. I'm really not. I don't understand how people do it. But yeah, I'll do my best. So you'll probably see these products a little bit more often in videos over the next couple of months, but hopefully you're okay with that. I will try and only use them in videos where like the base doesn't particularly matter, or like the eyeshadow I use doesn't, like if I'm testing a foundation, the rest of the makeup doesn't matter that much, so I can use these. Or if I'm testing an eyeshadow palette, the base doesn't matter so much, so I can use these, that sort of thing. I won't try and like constantly bombard you with it, but you'll probably see them in a description box or two. But there we go. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're good at project panning. If you can project pan, can you please tell me how to do it? Please. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up 2 videos a week and it's always makeup related. If that sounds like a type of thing, this is a place for you. Totally did not forget my outro there. But yes, let me know what you think. Give me some tips on project panning. Let me know if you want me to do any other videos with these products, you know. Let me know what you want to see. But yeah, I hope you have a great day and an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.